right. All right. And let's get going. Let's do welcome to Learn That Buddha. This is Friday. This is the core workout. We're going to be doing abs, a lot of core, right up the midline. So let's get prepared for that. I'll keep that clicker here. Grab your props. I do have an extra blanket underneath my bottom because we are going to be, like I said, doing a lot of crunches, a lot of core, a lot of that kind of stuff. So gather yourself up. Bring yourself in. The quote that I picked up that I wanted to share was, the purpose of life is to find your purpose and to do it with all of your heart and your soul. So however that sits with you, let's come into our space, into our place, and we'll just begin kind of opening up just a little bit. Relax the shoulders down. Looks like we have a friend who wants to come in. Let's bring them in. Come on in, friend. We're just getting started. Welcome to Friday. I did mention bringing in some props. You may want to grab the strap. We are going to do some staff pose and forward folds. And then I do have an additional little blanket underneath my thumb here because we are going to be doing a lot of abs and core work. So sitting down, coming into your space and place. Let's come into our breath and we'll just begin with some leg openers. So come into your breath, come into your place, into your space. And begin actively noticing the core. I'm going to keep cueing that throughout. Notice the core, come back, tighten the core, come back to the core. Bring in a forward fold here. Begin to open up the hips and the legs. We'll do a little seated sun salutation, little half salutation here on the floor. Add in some twists and then we'll just get right to it. So find your easy seat and we'll begin. Inhale, arms come up, opening up the shoulders. Looking up. And on the exhale, go ahead, we'll go right into a twist. Bring the left arm behind you, right arm in front. And look behind. We'll come into that open twist. And then relax and release. We'll do that again and then go over to the other side. Inhale, reach on up, look up. And then exhale, right hand comes behind, left hand to the knee. Or wherever, to the front, to the side. Looking behind, find that twist. And then inhale up, shake it out, roll it out. And let's bring those knees up. And we're going to inhale, come on up, activate the core, coming into that first core activation. We're coming into a seated position. So inhale up. And then begin to lift the feet up. So lift the feet. And sit here, find that balance, bring those knees up, bring the arms down, elbows to the knee. Hold here for a breath or two. Continuing to breathe, activating the core, and then come on down, bring those feet back down. Shake it out, rest it out. Now we're gonna come into that lizard pose. Take the feet out in staff pose, feet in front of you. Reach up again. Activate that core. Feel the stretch. Open up the legs. Come into that forward fold. Reach out reach up. This might be that great time for that strap. I'm gonna pull my strap in rather than arching the back. This allows me to pull myself forward. Opening up the low back, the hamstrings, open up the legs. And then we're gonna come into that twist. So now bring the left leg up and over the right leg. And then the right elbow comes to the left knee. Come into that twist. Opening up the back and the spine. And then bring those legs back out in front. Come into one more forward fold. Inhale up. Find that pause in the middle, stretching, reaching, and then relax. And then bring the right leg over the left thigh. And then come into this side, opening up, stretch the back. And relax and release. Come on down. We're going to start our first ab series. Lay down. Keep those knees up. We're just going to do pretty much a dozen each time. So just coming right up into some basic crunches. Hands underneath the neck, cradling the head. And we'll begin. Just inhale up to the level of your comfort. 2, 3, 4. Keep going. We're going for about a dozen. Let's do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, go ahead and take the legs, take them straight out. Find a little bit of rest here for a moment. Find a stretch, extended, reach. Roll the ankles real quick. We're getting ready to do those bicycles. So keeping the legs out and long, lift up. We're just gonna do some basic lifts. So just lift the legs up, toes are pointed and down. And do this about a dozen times, lifting up and down, activating the core, continuing to breathe. We're almost halfway. Keep going to the level of your comfort. Tighten the glutes, activate the core. We got 4 more to go. 4. Keep breathing. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and relax and release. Bring those legs down wherever's comfortable, either all the way down or knees up. But where we're going now is into those bicycles, okay? I like to hold onto my mat just so I can bring my knees nice up and in. So lift the knees up. And then we're gonna go into that pedal. So start pedaling the legs. Really activating the lower abs here. Keep going. I'll tell you when to switch, and then we are going to rotate and go the other way. Couple more times. All right, ready to switch? Go the other way. Continuing to breathe, continuing to pedal. You'll notice one way you're more comfortable with. So that's what we do. We get to balance in yoga. Couple more times. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and pull those legs down, pull those feet down. Give it a little twist. Send the legs and the knees out over to the left side. Twist that spine just a little bit. And then activate the core. Bring those knees up. Inhale, activating that lower area. You'll feel it too in the glutes and the thighs. Send the knees over to the right side. Twist that low spine. Find your rest and the break just for a minute. Inhale, come on up. Now we're going to go from here into bridge pose. You're going to do that by bringing your hands down to the side. And then lift the hips. So tip the hips, lift the hips, plant the feet, roll the shoulders down behind you. And see if you can't send your hands to add an additional stretch, like almost send your hands towards your feet. So as you're in this stretch, reach, like you're going to try to grab your feet. And then relax and release. Just slowly allow the abdomen to kind of sink down to the ground. Now we're going to add the exercise element, right? Now that we got into the stretch, go ahead and reach the hips, tip the hips up, tighten the glutes, everything down on the bottom, and then begin the stretch. Both up, 2, 3. We'll do this a dozen times. 4, tightening the legs, tightening the inside and the back each time. Continue to breathe. About halfway there. Keep going. Plant the feet. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Drop the hips. Bring it down nice and slow. Bring those knees up. Add a little rest to the back. Go into this cradle pose. Pull them in. Relax the back. Send the legs all the way out. See if you can activate the core as you're taking your legs down, continuing to stretch. And then find a moment of rest. I'm going to find our way into tabletop. Do that however you want. So I'm just going to like roll over and then push myself up. Finding my way up into seated position and then just swing my feet back and around. Again, I've got that additional cushion here, knowing that we're going to be just doing a lot. I need that. I'm on a hardwood floor, so you need that also. And you can always take your mat too if you have additional wrist problems in these and double that up. So you can double here, or you can make a fist or kind of come in almost like a little tripod. So there's, or even down on the forearms. So just take whatever position is comfortable for you when we're doing all of these. So coming into tabletop, bring in that cat-cow, roll it out, roll out the low back, roll out the spine. Exhale, drop the chin. Inhale, go into cow, reach and stretch and look. Exhale, cat position, round it back. Inhale, reach up. We're going to come into thread the needle, but we're going to first start by just stretching the shoulder. So I like to just take it and come in to the side of my mat. So I'm going to start with my left arm, bringing it up towards the right side of the mat. And then I kind of sit back almost like I'm going into child's pose. And this just deep stretch really opens up the shoulder. And then preparing for thread the needle. And then come up and now be up on the forearm and then lift up the right arm, reach up, open up, and then go ahead and start to thread the needle. Send it in and through all the way deep. And then we'll begin to do this, everything a dozen times. So reach up and then thread through. Find some motion in the hips and the legs. Continue opening, reaching up as high as you can, and then threading through, rotating down. That's about halfway. So keep going. Activating the core as you're doing this, keeping it nice and tight. You'll notice the stretch also in the legs. And then give me 4 more. 4. There's 3. Make that last one a really good stretch. Reach up, stretch it out, activate that core. Come on down, and then keep that hand down and fold yourself in. Find that last deep stretch in the shoulder, and then unfold, shake it out, come over to the other side. Coming up, bring up that right arm, and then send it over to the corner, and sit back, open up the shoulder, get ready for this side. Thread the needle. And then come down onto the forearm, take that left arm up, reach it up, reach up, reach up, and then come on down into that hole and begin this side. About halfway here, keep going. Reach up, find that length. Activate the core as you're doing this. Now 4 more times. 3, 2, 1. And then on that last time, keep that arm down. Find that deep stretch. Stretch it out, stretch it out. And come on up, come on back. Find some rest in child's pose. Keep those knees nice and open. Sit on back. Take a load off the shoulders for a second. And we're going to come on up and stay down on the forearms. We're going to come in and just do those tiger curls. So lift up, bring those legs in, hips in a little bit, wherever's comfortable for you. And then lift up the left leg, lift it up, and then bring it in. Lift it up and then curl it in. And do this about a dozen times. It's about halfway. Keep going. Find that length as much as you can. Feel that in the backside. There's 4, 3, 2. Get the last one good. Make it stretch. 1. Bring it down. Shake it out. Roll those hips a little bit. And come on over to the other side. Reach up that right leg and start that stretch. Here we go. Almost halfway. There's halfway. Keep reaching and stretching and curling and breathing. Keep going. That's 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, shake it out. Drop it down, roll the hips. Come on back to that child's pose, find rest. Maybe the arms are extended. Maybe they're a little bit closer and you find rest on your hands. That's always nice if you stack them up sometimes. Just double stack your fist. Get your breath for a minute. And then we're going to come up, come back to the back again. Do more of those crunches. It's Friday, feeling that burn. Keep going. Come on back all the way to the back. Find rest here for a moment. We'll keep with these legs here. Let's begin the knees up and then send the feet out and then knees in and then send the legs up. Continue doing this. We'll do this about a dozen times. And you keep breathing. I like to inhale as the knees come in, exhale as the legs extend out. Find your own breath pattern here. Continuing to activate the lower abs. Find this flow in your legs. You don't have to extend all the way. If that feels good, do that, whatever feels good. More just finding your flow. A little bit more than halfway, keep going. That's 8 if I'm counting right. So continuing to breathe. Give me 3 more. There's 1. Keep going, breathing through it. 2. And 1 more. And bring the legs down. Bring them down gentle. And then send the legs out and open. Bring the feet together. So you're in this nice open position. And bring the arms up, again, activating the core. You'll feel this stretch all the way through, opening up the hips. And then bring the arms out into cactus position. Sit here for a minute. Nice chest opener, hip opener. Then bring the knees up. We're going to come into those side crunches. So we're going to take elbow to knee. So go ahead and find your hands wherever they're going to cradle, underneath the neck, underneath the head. And we'll plant the feet and we'll begin to do our crunches. Inhale, come up, elbow towards knee. And continue to go, lifting the knee up, lifting the elbow in. Continue to crunch, knee to elbow, twisting, opening. Keep going. We're about halfway done. Working both sides, working opposites. You got 4 more. Keep going, keep breathing. Two, 1. Relax and release, let it go. Take the legs all the way out, all the way out. And then we're gonna add those lift ups, the leg lifts. Let's do those, bring the knees up and the leg up wherever you're at. I'm coming knees up and legs out. That's where I'm at right now. Knees up, toes point. 2. We do a dozen of these. Really working that lower section. About halfway done. Keep going, keep breathing. 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and bring the legs down, bring the abs down, roll it out, shake it out a little bit. And then let's come into that full body stretch. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Feel it on the side. And come in, let's find that back stretch. Begin to slow down just a little bit. Bring those knees up. Find those rotations. Give a little bit of love to the low back and all the twists that we did. Coming in, inhaling, activate the core as you find that twist. One more time, and then we'll switch sides and go the other way. And send those knees, send that rotation the opposite direction. We're going to make our way onto our belly and do a couple of back bends. So as you twist, go ahead and rotate over, find your way all the way over onto your belly. Coming up, come up into a low cobra. Point the toes, look up, reach up, exhale down. Inhale, push up, come up into that Sphinx pose, a little bit higher. Looking up. Exhale down. And push up all the way into that upward dog. Now we're up, all the way up, hips are up. And then last one, come into that locust pose. Bring those hands back towards the feet. Inhale up, reach up. And exhale down. Push on back into tabletop. Roll it out, come back with that figure 8. A couple of those cat-cows. Come on back into child's pose. And find rest in whatever position is comfortable for you. Maybe you're in child's pose. Maybe you're going to get on the back and go into corpse pose. And spend a minute or two continuing to breathe, allowing your body to catch up. Offer yourself some gratitude for the work that you did, for showing up for yourself today. Take what additional stretch your body is calling for in this moment. We will see you again, friends, when we get together on Monday. Enjoy your weekend. And we will see you next time.